And I guarantee it every time. I will make mistakes, yeah? There will be mistakes because I'm human. But there's one thing that no one can take away. I believe every single word that I say. I'd stand there and I'd die before I change my opinions on it. I want everyone to understand what will happen on the 23rd when we win this election.
Yes.
Every single one of you, if you get out and vote, get your family out, get them out to vote, you will take part in a historic moment that is going to shock so many people. It's not going to shock us because we know how people are feeling. But you see those detached from society, you see the politicians, the liberal elite, the media, they will be scratching their heads. I don't want the 23rd of May to be a protest vote. I want it to be the beginning of an uprising, the beginning of a fight back, the beginning of the resistance. I want to travel this country to where I know you've had success. Where's Colette? You've already had success in this area with UKIP. You've already well done UKIP. You've already done well. The reason I've come to the Northwest, I want to get into Labour's heartlands. The reason why is because I feel so betrayed by them. My granddad, my mum, my whole family would have been loyal Labour voters. What Labour have done to this country, what they've done across this country, the way they've betrayed us, for a new electorate of people, the way they have, and I get angered and frustrated by it. And until there's an opposition, and an alternative option, I want to be that alternative option. I want to go across this country into working class communities, to the lads like that who have never voted. I want to give you something to vote for. We need to be talking politics. All of us talking politics. The reason why we're betrayed, and it's a fact, the reason why we are betrayed is because we don't vote. I'll explain. There's an organisation called MEND. They operate in Greater Manchester. They are an extremist, radical, jihadi organisation. The leader of their organisation says that they will use democracy to get Sharia. The leader of their organisation says that British troops are legitimate targets. The leader of their organisation says that women should never work. Now why would you think that the Mayor of Greater Manchester, Andy Burnham, the local councils and the police work with MEND? They have joint days with these jihadi organisations. It's the equivalent of having joint days with the Nazis or the National Front. Now why are they doing it? I'll tell you why they're doing it. Because MEND have got out into their communities, they've got them whipped up, they've got them organised, they've got them voting. They now hold the sway of votes in 14 seats for MPs. Because of that, the Conservative Party, the Labour Party and the Liberal Dems will all work with MEND. MEND work with our police forces across the country. Until we organise ourselves like that, until we oppose them like that, until we organise ourselves democratically in a military fashion like they do, until we do that, we'll be betrayed. The time for moaning. Do you know what? If people don't get out and vote, everyone's moaning. Everyone's shouting at the TV, and they shouting at the TV. I watch it. I get so frustrated. I'm screaming. I'm shouting. I see the politicians. I'm cursing every single one of them. I'm asking you. You don't need to shout at the TV anymore. If you vote on May 23rd, I'll be in the middle of them, shouting for every single one of you. Just as well, picture. I've just signed myself earlier. Me and Danny had to sign in who's going to be at the election night on the 26th. So just picture, surrounded by the elite, because that's what they are. They are not us. None of them are us. You know, I went for the meeting with all of the MEPs, and I went for a meeting with all their teams. None of us fit in there, and that's not how it should be. They should be representative of the people. None of them represent us. I want to be in the middle of them. When I win my seat, I want to hold the biggest party in the park. Not some posh politician's party, but a party that every single one of you are invited to for making that historic moment. I'm meant to be banned from Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg. Whose is the drone, eh? So, the most important thing for every single one of us to understand is the power is in our hands. They have the power. Right now, Silicon Valley has the power. Mark Zuckerberg has the power. The European Union has the power. Theresa May, the politicians, have the power. On the 23rd of May, we have the power. We have the power. We will vote and have the power. And we all know I've been censored. The best thing I always say, I sit and smile my way through it, okay? And we do, don't we? Who's on our campaign? We're having a great time, aren't we? We laugh our way through it. Do you know why? Because there's one thing that they can't take from us. There's one thing that they can't quite grasp. They don't get it, right? Even the opposition, I looked at yesterday, there's about 15 or 20 of the opposition out against us. All paid to be there, all communists, all Marxists. The one thing they can't take from us is our love for our country. We are volunteers, every single one of you standing here. You've come out, you've volunteered, you've given your time. There is nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer. So, if you look as well, the reason why I smile is because what I've watched them try to do for 10 years, they're trying to put it back in the box. And it's out of the box. Everyone knows what's happening. The media, the satisfaction I get when I walk into communities and I see the reception I get, and I realise that no one's bought their lies, no one's buying their narrative. Do you know, I went to a nightclub, I went to a nightclub in London about 2 months ago. I went with my friends. I was literally the only white face in this nightclub, yeah? And do you know the reception I received by the black community in London? They absolutely loved me. Which is why I laughed, because I just thought, the media, all of you, your lies are not washing. They're not washing with anyone. Everyone, and this is the best time, and the moment and the phrase we're going through right now in Europe will be viewed upon, will be read upon in history. When the elite, when all of them betrayed us, when they opened the borders to people, when they betrayed every single one of us, when they wanted to replace us, because that's what they're doing. And it will be viewed upon history in the start of the political uprising. If you look at what happened with Donald Trump's election, the media, they hammered him. They said he had no chance. The establishment hammered him. The people stood behind him. We've seen it even in India, in the election in India with Modi. Anyone who's gone against the globalists, anyone who's gone against their plan, everyone has been attacked, smeared and slandered. But in every single country, the people have stood behind them. You've all seen, I must be the most slandered person in this country by the British media, okay? Let's send them all a message on May 23rd that the people are not buying anymore. Right, and the importance, you know, the idea of not voting, I've never voted, as I've said. Every one of you, I'm asking you, and I'm pleading with you. We're not fighting an equal level election. I have no social comms. I have no way of reaching the public. That's all been taken from me. That's why, as a movement, every one of you, we are all together. I need every single one of you to spread the word. I need you to take this message to the building sites, to your work, to your colleagues, if you still got a job after missing tonight, to the restaurants, when you're sitting around with family, speak to them, show them the reality of the situation we're in, and please, 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 it will take 10 minutes. Go out and vote. Go out and vote and be part of history. Be part of history, because it's happening. It's happening on May 23rd. I want to say a special thank you again to everyone here for taking the time to come in. There's a documentary coming out on Charlene Downs that he wants me to mention, because I believe you're in it. I believe he's in it. Well, I protested many times in Blackpool. You was there? Essex Division, yeah. We protested. You know, I went to Barrow yesterday. I'd been in Barrow for 1 hour. I had a father come up to me whose daughter had been groomed, abused, chained naked in a house for 2 days, aged 13 years old. He made me aware that local men who own takeaways in Barrow have been arrested, that there are 12 victims. How many newspapers has that been in? I met the journalist from Barrow. I met the journalist. I said, tell me why you've not reported about the arrests. Tell me why. He said, I didn't know nothing about it. And he's lying, which is why every one of you with your cameras out, you're the media, share it far, share it wide. Let's make history on May 23rd, and let's wipe the smiles off all their faces, man. Thank you, everybody. You know, there's two young lads, you know, there's young lads who I've just heard of here, and they've got an Instagram page. And where are they? Franz, get up here. Franz, Melvin, where are you? I didn't know they're here. They run their own little... Wait, my son loves your Instagram page, so get up here.
It's me, Franz!
But I didn't know you were here, boys.
It's me, Franz. I'm Maldi. So everyone, best get following and get voting. Tommy Robinson, you know what to do. I'm ready for it. Okay, good news for coming to every single one here.
Hey lads, you live in Bradford, don't you? Yeah, good luck. My son loves you. My son, cheers, boys. Cheers, lads. For anyone who don't know who they are, those two lads run a little comedy Instagram page. My son follows them and loves them as well, man. But yeah, again, everyone here know how important you are in this, yeah? And you know the name, I say the name Tommy Robinson. Who knew my name was Stephen Yaxley-Lennon, eh? Anyone know? But that name has become, that's not about me. What that's become is not about me, yeah? I watch when I come out of prison, and that has become a symbol of a fight in this country. A fight for free speech, a fight for our country, a fight for every one of us. So every single one of you are Tommy Robinson. I want to say thank you everyone for coming out. Cheers. One thing, sorry, whilst I'm here. They took, for anyone who doesn't know, yesterday they removed our Stripe account. Stripe is the processing for payments for when you pay on your bank card. Stripe is how it's processed. Stripe have now removed us. Everywhere is removing us. So we have got a bucket. That's where we got to. We can't win a campaign without support. We have to pay for this. We have security. We have the leaflets. Who's got a leaflet so far through their door? Oh, some Royal Mail postmen are doing their job then. Some ain't, no, we know you're not. But yeah, so there are buckets going around. Anyone who can spare anything is massively appreciated. And on the May 23rd, we are going to rock that establishment.